it's KaneeshaWatson, and I am back with another video. After my last video, seeing how everyone was so happy to still see me and seeing all my old subscribers, hearing you guys tell me how you guys are still here for me and calling me little sis, it was the best feeling ever. I felt so good. I feel like I can tell you guys almost anything. So here it goes. I got arrested, and I want to start off by saying this is not something that I'm proud of. I look at this as an injustice, and it all started because I was on my way to this really nice suburb in Chicago, and in order to get there, if you don't have a car like me, you have to take the Pace bus. So I see the bus coming, and me and my daughter were running to try to catch the bus, and this lady, she like floors it on her gas pedal, and she like goes past us, but she gets caught by a train. We have these long trains that go past the street for a good 5 minutes, and they like hold up a lot of traffic. So the bus driver, she was stuck anyway. So I knock on the door and I ask politely, can we get on? And this woman yells at me and she says, that's not a bus stop. And I seen how this woman yelled at me. It became apparent to me that she never planned to let us on the bus. So of course I was upset, because I felt like she didn't have the right to deny me and my daughter a ride. You know, it's do your job. But she was, and I was upset, and I yelled at her back, and she got sarcastic, and she gave me a thumbs up, and that made me upset. So I kicked the door out of frustration, but I had no idea it was going to shatter. But she took out her phone, and I knew exactly who she was calling. So I was like, oh no. It all like came to me, and I immediately left. I did flee the scene because I didn't want to go to jail, and I also really didn't mean to break that door. So me and Desi are walking. I change our clothes. I'm like, okay, I gotta go home. So we're walking, and then this police officer pulls up to the side of me with his lights on, and he tells me, can I talk to you for a minute? So I say, okay. And he pulls over, and he gets out of the car, and he's walking towards me, and I'm scared. He asks me, you want to tell me what happened on the bus? And I tell him, and he started to lecture me and tell me how I shouldn't have done what I did in front of my daughter. And I'm listening to him because he's right, and I'm scared, and I don't want any problems. I'm being extremely cooperative with the police. And he takes my ID, and we're sitting for a minute, and he comes back and he tells me that I see you don't have a criminal record, but you do have to come down to the station with us. So I go, okay. I was calm at first, but then they told me that me and Desi had to ride in separate cars, and that's what really hurt me the most. All of my day one subscribers watching know that I was a stay-at-home mom, and me and Desi have an extremely close relationship. So when they told me that, I was crying, and Desi was crying, and we were hugging. And then this other cop shows up, and he's much nicer than the other cop. He like really nice to my baby. And the first cop, he wanted to cuff me, but the second cop, he told me, we're not gonna put you in handcuffs. And I really appreciated that. And when we got to the police station, there was a Latino woman already walking up to me, and he tells the lady, you don't have to check her. But of course she insisted, and she checks me, and she does like this, and then she like goes underneath my bra twice. And you know, it was very uncomfortable for me. There wasn't anything I could say because I have my little girl up front and I don't want to give the police any problems. I just want to get the hell out of there. So I was quiet while she's looking all in my leggings and, you know, touching everywhere, telling me to take off my shoes. She didn't find anything. So she pretty much wasted her time. So I asked the nice police officer, could I see Desi? And he makes a call and asks the supervisor, and they gave him the green light. So I did get to see my girl. And when I walked in on her, she had so many police toys. She was watching Lilo and Stitch, and they gave her a coloring book. She was eating fruit snacks. Desi was having a ball at the police station, and the guy who was watching after her, he was amazing. I told him, how did you know she loves Lilo and Stitch? He was like, I know. And they really took care of my daughter. They treated her like she was one of their own, and I will always appreciate that. They were really good people. We were there for about a good 3 hours, you guys, and to the bus driver, you tried to ruin me, but you know, your plan didn't work. All you did was help me and my daughter get to know the police a lot better. And you taught me a valuable lesson, never to go back and forth with trash. This is the lady who called the police on me in front of my daughter. And of course it was one of us. But that's the thing that I always loved about my YouTube channel. We have a code. We're on code. We take care of each other. But in Chicago, in Chicago's world, it's almost like it doesn't exist, and it's really sad. And that's why I'm really glad to be back on YouTube, because I really missed, you know, Black power and being able to talk about that and being able to just feel that. And I also really do need a lot of support and encouraging words, because I do have a court date. Let me get the paper. Here it is, right here. I have a court date on May 15th that I'm extremely nervous for. It's in Bridgeview, and I've never been to Bridgeview, but I've heard there's not a lot of, you know, so I'm extremely nervous, you all. Please send encouraging words. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace, love, and Black power.